Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, President and CEO of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much.
You have a nice update for us on the Justin project in the Yukon.
Yes, I do. A lot of people haven't been paying attention to it, but we did a little bit of work up there this summer, spent about $100,000 in field work, trenching, sampling, rock sampling, soil sampling, and more mapping. And we've uncovered something quite intriguing, which we think is another vein system similar to what Golden Predator's looking at. Just they're tied right onto us. And I think, a little bit more work, and we're going to zero right in on it. We've got, rock samples, chip samples that run up to almost 5 grams. We've got several hundred soil samples in the immediate area, but on one bulk sample we took, it was very impressive. It had golden grain, up to 1,300 samples, gold grains, and a good 80% of them or more are pristine, which means we're really close to something, and we're in a system that looks very similar to, potentially the 3 aces that Golden Predator's been working on now for a few years. Done a lot of work there, spent tens of millions of dollars. So I think for the future, this bodes really well. This is going to take some work this summer. We've got a big year ahead of us, because when you add on drilling in February in Saskatchewan, that's all being set up now, and the only thing we're waiting to hear back is how much we're going to drill, probably 2,500 to 3,000 meters. I've just announced the financing, which I've just increased, and I need it closed in the next few days before New Year's Eve, because a lot of it's flow through, and that'll fund the Saskatchewan drilling. And then looking forward to what's going to happen in the Golden Triangle. We're working on a lot of assessment, a lot of our assessing what we did this year, and I think we're going to have a really good season up there. So when you put all 3 of them together, I think we're going to have one heck of a good year.
And Jim, you did some work over the summer that perhaps some people didn't pay a lot of attention to? Yeah,
I didn't really, it wasn't a big program. It was just, I used a YMET, the YMET program up in the Yukon, where they pay back 30% of what we spend. And it was just to keep, very quietly, I try to keep pushing that program together. The Justin, it's a really interesting project. It's, we did some drilling back in 2012. We think we've got a very serious intrusion-related gold system here. And as you get sort of distal further away from the intrusion, you can see that you get this huge veining systems, hydrothermal vein systems extruding from it. And I personally think that's what Golden Predator's probably looking at. But we've got this big intrusive system there that we drilled. I think, what did the news really say? We hit 10 of the holes that we drilled, 2011, 2012, we hit. Like, we're showing it to be real. It just needs more work. And we've been waiting for a market where, we can go out and raise the money for it. So it's, when you have that on top of the Golden Triangle, you've got some pretty serious potential for high-grade discovery.
Jim, can you give us some background for Aben Resources? What have you been up to? Who's behind it?
Well, Aben is right now. It's been around a while. It's a gold. We're a gold exploration company, and we've got these 3 projects. One in BC, in the Golden Triangle, which we're working. We've got a new discovery there that we're going to go back into in the new year, probably starting end of May. We've got the Saskatchewan property that's drill ready. It's right beside Silver Standard's recent acquisition of Cloud Resources, and they're spending a substantial amount of money on exploration because they think there's tremendous exploration upside to their resource there. And we're just on their southern border. they're actually going to spend. They've been in a talk I was listening to. They announced that they were going to drill just about 40,000 meters in exploration work, which is tremendous for us. It's a really good indicator of the area, the potential for the area. And then, the Justin project, what we found this year, I think we can turn that into something pretty substantial.
Jim, where is Aben traded and under what symbols?
Aben's trading under the symbol ABN on the TSX Venture. It's under ABN AF on the pink sheets down in the States. Trading right now in the 13 to 15 cent range. And I think coming into the new year, we're well poised for some good upside.
Jim, have a great Christmas.
Thank you very much. You too.
My guest has been Jim Pettit, President and CEO of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. We were speaking on December 20th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.